Yo, what up, guys? I'm driving around my hometown right now, going to pick up my little brother. He just got out of weightlifting, so I'm going to scoop him up after practice. But I'm driving around my hometown, and there's a lot of failure around here. There's a lot of heroin addiction, a lot of people that just never really amount to anywhere near their full potential. And I wanted to make this video to really just sort of really drill it fucking home that you can do it too. That you can fucking get good at this shit no matter how fucking far off you think you are. That you can get good at game, that you can start sleeping with hot girls. One of the things that I talk about in a lot of my videos in the past, I don't know if I've really brought it up anytime recently, but I always talk about this conversation that I had with one of my best friends. We were probably 19, 20, and this is back when I just was really, that was like my really dark days. I'd say like 19 through 22 were like my really dark days. Just a lot of alcohol consumption, very overweight, very bad skin, no self-confidence. I like literally developed social anxiety. I didn't have it when I was younger, and my crippling self-loathing honestly just transmuted itself into me not being able to fucking communicate with people. I just felt like they were looking at me and they were looking at like every single thing that was wrong with me that I always saw wrong with myself. And I remember sitting around with my buddy, and he just very casually, he didn't mean it in like this like hateful way, whatever. I was talking about like this really hot girl that I wanted to have sex with. And he goes, "You're never gonna have sex with like a hot girl though." And I was like, fuck. Yeah, I guess I'm probably not. I'm probably just never gonna have sex with a hot girl. I was like, yeah, you're probably right. He's like, yeah, you're not gonna get like married to like a hot girl. Cause I was talking about like, oh, I would like fuck this girl and like marry her and yada yada yada, whatever. And like, it was just this very casual conversation that him and I had, and he's not a bad friend for it. Back then, we didn't know anything about self-development. I didn't know that like this fucking path was even possible, that people did this shit. I always talk about how when I discovered pickup and self-development, when I discovered pickup, it was right when I discovered self-development. It was all within it was all in the same video. I discovered both of them at fucking once. So I didn't know that there were motherfuckers out here that were trying to like become the best versions of themselves. The closest thing I'd ever really seen to like motivational speeches and motivational quotes and things like that would have been when I was like younger, playing little league sports and shit like that, right? I mean, it wasn't like I knew that motherfuckers were out here writing books on awakening the giant within and fucking success principles and shit. I had no idea. And I look back at that time in my life where I genuinely wrote myself off. I wrote it off as a possibility. I would see really hot girls either in real life, on television, on the internet, whatever it was, in movies. I would see a hot girl and I wrote that girl off as even being a potential for being in my life, whether it was as a girlfriend or a wife or as a fucking just a girl to have sex with. It wasn't even within my realm of possibilities for myself. And that's the real fucking key to this video, is the realm of possibilities that I created for myself. And understanding that you have to break free of that. I'm always talking about breaking free from the matrix and understanding that this shit is a fucking game. Everything you see around you, fucking fashion, fucking politics, the fucking media, all of this shit is a goddamn game. We're just fucking monkeys. Look at when you come out of your mom's puss, you're just a naked little ugly monkey, and your brain is a white slate. It's clean. There's nothing there. And over time, you get programmed over and over and over again to know what's correct to say, what's not correct to say. Don't ask for this too much. Don't go too outside of the boundaries of what everybody else in your community is doing. You want to start a business? Work at the railroad. What do you mean you want to be different? You can't do that. You're constantly programmed to believe that you are not enough and that you're not going to get this type of girl, that you're not going to marry that type of girl, that type of girl only fucks athletes. When in all actuality, the truth behind whether girls are really just insanely attracted to athletes, celebrities, rich guys that are like super good looking, the truth is that those guys embody certain characteristics that are, it's confidence, it's entitlement, it's the way that they are natural leaders, and that's all predicated on the confidence that they have from those other successes, or from being really good looking, or from being born into money, having fucking maids at the house, or whatever the fuck it is. They act a certain way. So if you can go out, hammer this shit out, get really fucking good at game, and constantly have that never-ending feeding loop of learning technique to prove to your brain, because I'm always saying the brain needs proof, not promises, right? So learning technique to prove to your brain that you're capable of getting girls, and that then gives you confidence, which then enhances the technique that you're using to get the girls, which then gives you more confidence. It's a never-ending feedback loop of fucking positivity and growth. And if you can master that, then you can act the same exact way that a really rich guy, or a really good-looking guy, or an athlete, or a celebrity acts. You can behave just like them. You can act as if you can fake it until you motherfucking make it. And I'm going to title this video something along the lines of "It's possible for you too." If you've made it this far into the video, then be sure to register for Engage, which is coming out April 7th, 2017, all about how to talk forever, how to hold engaging conversations, which I firmly believe is the #1 problem that I see in guys that are struggling with pickup. Peace.